Welcome to Coach's Corner for Ponca City Public Schools. I'm your host, Sean Anderson, and today we're going to be talking High softball. What an amazing season, and we have Coach Jeneva Nelson with us. Coach Nelson, thank you for being here, and what a fantastic season.
Yeah, it was great. We ended really well, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, 27-14. That is a wonderful record for any high school softball team. 27-14, and the High softball team went 2-2 in the regionals, beating Bartlesville twice, and ultimately losing to Jinx in the regionals. And I know that's not how you wanted to end the season. However, if you got to lose to a team, Jinx is a pretty good team to lose to, right?
Yeah, they were solid. I mean, they have girls. Every single girl plays 18 under gold ball. They're all going to go somewhere and play after high school. So, I mean, they're a great team. They made it to the state tournament. They're a tough team to beat. I think we could have beat them on a different day. It just wasn't in the cards for us this time.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, the High softball team, really an exciting year, and so wonderful to see with Coach Nelson and the squad really coming into their own. And that record, 27-14, shows it. And also the district awards really showed it as well, and highlighting your team and the players. Can you tell us how the district awards played out?
So district award wise, Bree Meyer, she was our starting pitcher most of the season. She was number 13. She got the pitching award. She was first team pitcher. And then nearly every starter got honorable mention for district awards.
Wow.
And then conference awards. For all conference, Bree got pitcher of the year. Madeline Blackstar got middle infielder. Savannah Clark got corner infield. Audrey Varner got catcher. Camilla Bohan got outfield. Caitlin Cooper got utility. And then every other starter got honorable mention. So they were a wonderful team, a wonderful group of girls who worked hard and made every single coach know their name by the end of the season.
Yeah, that is so wonderful. Well, when you have a team that's having success like that, you have a lot of team leaders, not just on the field in play, but in practice, and really setting an example for the younger players. And on your softball team and the High softball team, I hate to put you on the spot, and sometimes you might forget a name, but maybe not. I mean, who are your team leaders, the one that's really stepping up and a wonderful example to the underclassmen?
Well, I think we had a few leaders for sure. One of them was definitely our senior, Savannah Clark. She ended up actually getting all region and an all conference award. She was our only senior on the team, and so she really helped set the pace and kind of set the standards for what the younger girls had to accomplish, for us to be a good, successful team. We also had a freshman this year. She didn't play a whole lot at the very beginning, but by regional, she was our starting catcher. But she showed people what it meant to work hard and face adversity. She's a phenomenal catcher, don't get me wrong. Even at the beginning of the season, she just had an ACL tear. And so she got released first week of the season, but she showed the girls what it meant to work hard every single time, to be a team player, to know her role, to cheer for her team when she wasn't there. And that's Audrey Varner. And she ended up getting all conference catcher. So she came back and she was dynamite at the end of the season. And then, of course, Bree in the circle. You have to have a good leader in the circle to be successful. Yeah. So Bree did wonderful for us in that aspect and every other aspect of the game for sure.
Yeah, well, one senior on this very successful High softball team, and that's Savannah. Of course, Savannah's going to be moving on. And but you have a lot of returners for next year. You've got to be excited about next year. Tell us about that.
So we have a handful of juniors, but we had two that really played a lot for us all season, and that was Madeline and Sanea. Like I said, Madeline got an all-conference award, and then Sanea, she's tremendous. She cheers for her team. She does a great job behind the plate. So She'll be back. We had a few sophomores that started, but more on the team that definitely can earn that starting spot.
Yeah.
And then that freshman class, they'll all be back. And
how many freshmen did you have this year?
A lot.
A lot.
So our
so
center fielder was a freshman.
Okay.
Another one of our outfielders who got hurt during the season was a freshman. Our second baseman was a freshman.
Wow.
We have a freshman pitcher. We had a freshman catcher. So yeah, a big chunk of the team were freshmen this year.
Well, that is good news for your Lady Cat softball team because they have a lot of experience coming back for next season, and that's a wonderful thing. Well, what does the off season look like for the Pohai softball team, Coach Nelson? What are they out there? Are they already doing the batting practice?
So we started last week.
Really?
Yeah. So we started swinging the bat again. I don't have a whole lot of girls in off season this year. A lot of them went to wrestling and basketball, which is great because well-rounded athletes are nothing but a blessing. And so a lot of them are going to those sports. But once that's over, then they'll join us. Right now we've started hitting and playing catch again. I'm just trying to get our feet back wet. We have a huge order for equipment coming in. So once that comes in, we're going to have a lot of fun swinging the bat out there.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's just going to be a lot of fundamentals, kind of doing some things that have been overlooked. We weren't able to have a lot of practice this season because our season was so packed.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we're going to just break it down and hopefully fix those minor little tweaks and get some more people on the field.
Very nice, Coach Nelson. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
That is going to do it for this edition of Coach's Corner with your head coach of the Pohai softball team, Coach Jeneva Nelson. Very successful season, and we're looking forward to next year. And that's going to do it for this edition of Coach's Corner. Until next time, Wildcats, remember, hold that line.